As nurses, we are trained to think safety first and always to prepare for worst case scenario. So imagine this scenario. You start a new shift looking after a patient who's undergone surgery. You watch the monitor and you notice that the systolic blood pressure falls by 5 points every hour. Eventually you discover that this patient is suffering with a slow internal bleed. In the end, you wouldn't just stand there and do nothing, so you intervene and stop the bleed. But what if I told you the exact same thing is happening to your savings account right now? Many of us have been told that putting money into a traditional savings account is the safe option. Ideally, it feels like a patient in a stable condition. But mathematically, it's not. This is where a condition called inflation comes in. Think of inflation like a systemic condition that causes your money to bleed purchasing power. You put 20,000 into a savings account 10 years ago. Today, you log in and you still see 20,000. You think the patient is stable, but because of inflation, which is the general rise of prices in goods and services, that 20,000 buys you significantly less today than it did 10 years ago. I looked at the numbers for Norway for the last 10 years, and when comparing the average inflation rate with the average savings account interest rate, the results are startling. On average, the inflation rate in Norway for the last 10 years has outpaced the average interest rate which is offered by standard traditional savings accounts. The difference is about 1 to 2% every year that we lose in purchasing power. That means the money that you left in the bank thinking it was safe didn't even make you break even. You actually lost wealth. The bleed was silent, but the damage was real. You can buy fewer groceries, less gas, and less housing for the same amount. So if the savings account is the bleeding patient, what is then the treatment? The treatment is called investing. Just like we use medicine to counteract illnesses, we use investing to counteract inflation in finance. But to do that effectively, we need to understand how to make the money work for us and not bleed away from us. In the next video, we're going to talk about the most powerful medicine in finance: compound interest. Make sure you follow or subscribe so you don't miss out on the treatment plan. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.